Tech Tip Tuesday, Tech Tip Tuesday. Welcome back to another 2-Minute Tuesday, but we're actually changing the name to Tech Tip Tuesday. We're gonna try something a little bit different. We're gonna go more in depth on some of the questions that you guys have on the website. Just trying something new to see if you guys enjoy it. Please leave a comment down below if you guys do, or if you guys don't. So I'm gonna hand off the mic over to Pete and we're gonna get into Tech Tip Tuesday.
All right, guys, so we are doing something new this week, Tech Tip Tuesday, and we're just gonna go a little more in depth on questions that you have. So like Nick said before, make sure you give us your feedback. What do you wanna see? What do you wanna hear? See if you like it or not. So today I have Track King on the lift here, and I want to go over setting up sag for Nowaskey Suspension. Now, yes, this is a performance bike here, but the procedure we're gonna go through is the same no matter what your bike, what shock you have, what length, whatever, right? And it's super simple. So I just wanna show you how it's done. And I have Jake here, and we're gonna set up the suspension for him on this bike. Now, this is a 13-inch remote reservoir Nowaskey shock. Now, I know this is a 13-inch shock when it's not installed. So I'm gonna look right here, first of all, knowing that 13 is the actual length, and here we have about 12.5 inches, right? So I am not concerned about this measurement. I just merely want to show you that the weight of the bike is creating 1/2 inch of sag right now. So I'm just using that for reference. It's just something to know. So what we are looking for is we want 1 inch of sag with rider weight. That's how you properly set up a Nowaskey shock. So we know that right now, in order to be set up proper, we want the measurement from here to here to be 12 inches, right? So if you have a 14-inch shock, that measurement would be 13 inches, just 1 inch less than the shock. So Jake, I'm gonna have you hop on the bike. Now, so this is a 130 spring on here. So now I'm gonna take a measurement, and we are at 11 3/4. So this is too soft right now for Jake. So what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna measure from here to here the amount of threads that are showing. So that's approximately 3/4 of an inch. The only reason I'm doing this is so I can reference the other side and set it at the same spot. So now Jake's gonna stand up, and I'm gonna like put 1, 2, 3 turns in there, basically. And now I have approximately 1 inch of threads showing. So I'm gonna come around to this side of the bike, and then I'm gonna measure this. And that is probably another 1/2. Approximately 1 inch. So we know that both sides are the same now. So now we're gonna come back around to this side, because we always use the same side for our measurement. You just do. And I guess I'm really like OCD that way. So, all right, so now Jake, you've sat on it again, bounced a little, and we have, ooh, that's about 12, right? These ARP bolts are so slippery, I can't even hold them on there. Actually, that's pretty good right there, isn't it? So that's 12 inches. Now, if he thinks he wants it a little stiffer, we'll just put a turn in, or softer, we'll take a turn out. So basically, this is getting the sag set up proper. Now, this is where different spring rates come into play. So let's say we were turning this down, and the spring was compressing, and we had like all kinds of threads showing, then that spring was probably too soft. If you can't get it to sag enough, then the spring is probably too stiff. It's a good indicator right out of the chute. But anyway, so this is a 13-inch, and you know, you might have 1 inch of thread showing, it depends, right? So then once we have that set up properly, then we can go into the valving adjustments, which is gonna be another video. But this is how you properly set the sag on your Nowaskey suspension products. So there we go. That's Tech Tip Tuesday. I got to get used to this. And setting up sag on your Nowaskey suspension.